Oh. All right, there we go, folks. Hey guys, I'm Dr. McFarland. I'm doing a quick live stream tonight. Made a great discovery on sweet tones using some stock cabs. And I'm coincidentally also experimenting with the Canon M50 and the EOS utility webcam software. So this is great. I'm really happy with how this is looking. So Aaron, I was gonna sign up under a different email for Ecamm. Because it does look like it's very easy to hook up everything through Ecamm, but I'm trying out the EOS webcam utility app first from Canon, and I went ahead and pre-cropped the camera, and we'll save this as a preset in Streamlabs OBS. So I think this looks great, which is more of the look I've always been wanting. And coincidentally, the leg on my Gorilla tripod stand literally broke. Turn down the volume of the main speakers here. Ecamm and a tube amp. Yeah, I really do. So the leg broke, so I had to tape it with some with some tape here, which is hilarious within itself. So really happy with the look of the guitar, the view, just everything, the Superman shirt, all that stuff. So I'm going to try and not hit the camera. Otherwise the whole thing will probably fall over. But let me show you what I'm doing here. So this is a 4x12 greenback 25 watt cabinet, and the condenser 414 I feel like has a very full sound, and I made this discovery through downloading Peter Workman's Headrush worship rigs that he just posted the other day. So it's like, man, that actually does sound really good. So let me mess around with some stock cabs and see what I like. And if you know my IR pack, that is all based off of a vintage 30 and a greenback with a SM57, a 421, and also a Royer 121, which this does have that option. So if I wanted to do the ribbon 121 on here, this is what that sounds like. Sure that's in front so I can see the. Yes, here we go. So that's a good mic option. Let's go back to the 414. Here's on axis. Actually have the reverb. Let me move this mic. Maybe, is that going to mess up the shot? Probably is. I'm trying to get this cable out of the way, which it may not work. Sorry. I'm really experimenting tonight, folks, so don't worry if I'm all over the place. Depends on what you're doing, Aaron. If you need something with a small expression pedal, then the MX5 is going to do it for you, I think. Now, the 4-inch touchscreen, I still have to get used to it. So it's so small. It's very hard for me to be accurate when I'm trying to like type in the names, and sometimes, I mean, moving stuff around on the screen is fairly easy. But it's the typing and the grabbing of the parameters with your finger. You have to be really accurate. So if you got big chubby fingers, then I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe Francis is live as well. Yes, Aaron, that's one of the big things, the big draw for the MX5 is the DSP is a quad-core processor. So it has all the same DSP as the full-size pedal board. And you're not missing out on anything with the MX5, which means it's one-upping the HX Stomp at this point, because it has the same 3 switches, but there's no limitations on DSP. And let me raise the camera up for a second. Whoa, hey. No limitations on DSP, and there is a built-in expression pedal. Still doesn't have XLR outs, which some people would like, but the HX Stomp doesn't have XLR outs, so not a big deal. It does have a stereo effects loop. Not stereo, but, you know, well, I think they did say stereo effects loop. Maybe, or at least a return. Maybe the jacks are TRS, so you can do stereo type stuff. I'm not sure about that. I need to read the manual on that one. Anyone can confirm the stereo-ness of the loop there, because I'm not sure. All right, I'm gonna bring this back down. Man, this looks great. I'm about to crap my pants. It looks so good. All right, so I also been messing around with the garage reverb, just trying to get like a very roomy, like early reflection type reverb sound. You could do MIDI controller. Yeah, that'd be fine. I am going to do a video sometime this next week with the included MIDI cables. They're all mini jacks on the back, like 1/8-inch jacks. But I'm going to show how to control the Blue Guitar Amp 1 with the MX5. That should be a fun thing to do. I can already do it with the full-size pedal board, so doing it with the MX5 would be no sweat at all. I might even hook it up to the MS3, the Boss MS3, to maybe do some MIDI type stuff with that. So all the MIDI capabilities are there. All right, let's bring up the mix on here. Maybe bring up the decay. Really try not to hit this Mevo here, because the one leg is on its last leg, literally. Yes, you can use it as an interface as well. Definitely has a stereo effects loop. Very cool. Aaron, you can do... Headrush has this cool, like, 2 times kind of thing. So if I added, like, an orange in here, then do 2 times as well. There's 4 heads, right? Let's see. So after 4, I can't add any more amps. So I think the limitation is maybe 4. Maybe that's just based off of the DSP. 5 amps per performance. Yeah, so with 4, but it's not like you can choose between like 4 different amps. How the Headrush gets around this is essentially if you go in and go to hardware assign and you make this a scene. So for 8 different scenes on the pedal board, 4 on the gig board, and then 3 scenes on the MX5, you can essentially have each scene have a different preset, and each preset can be a different amp. So you can essentially have 8 different amps in one rig, which is crazy. Yeah, FM3, lack of foot switches. I'm gonna do a video next week, showing my workaround for how to switch between different rigs and stuff. Because it's definitely not a situation where you can, you're not gonna be able to put like tons of effects on 3 switches, right? You're either gonna have to switch different scenes, or have a fairly large set list with multiple rigs and just different setups for those rigs. Which you can make one rig and then just keep saving as a new rig and just changing the variations of maybe amps and pedals and different stuff. So there's ways around it for sure. All right, enough of you, Aaron. I'm talking about my Headrush here. So decay is at 100%. Okay. And I got all kinds of amps going on here. So let's go to our mix. Let's turn down the mix there. And I'm pretty sure my rig width is 0. So let's make it 100% so you can hear, or you can add a MIDI pedal. That's true. All right, so now you should be hearing that in stereo.